Hey guys, welcome back. It's Dot. This is the first episode in my Dotoran's Bases series, and today I want to venture out and show you my northern base. But before we get started, let's do a little bit of review. I showed this last time, but I didn't actually explain why. You'll notice that I'm not wearing any armor, and other than a compass, I don't have anything else with me. That also includes food or a weapon. You'll also notice I have my full health and a full hunger bar. This is the only thing that I am being given to set this venture off. When I started each base, when I went out and made this northern base that you're going to see in a while, I didn't have anything with me. I have a ton of stuff back at the house, but I wanted this to be like starting over or starting a brand new world like in single player. I'm using a Minecraft compass, but the compass differs from a real compass. It doesn't actually show cardinal directions. So for instance, that red hand, if it were pointing straight up on a regular compass, you might assume that would be north. That is not accurate for Minecraft. Minecraft, that little hand points straight up to point your way back to your original spawn location. Now it's a little weird too because it's your original spawn location where you first entered that world. So if you ventured out and made yourself a base, and you made a bed, and you slept in that bed, then you went caving and died, you would return to where your bed was. Well, then the next day, if you went out and you got lost, and you needed to find your way back to that base, if you had a compass, it would not take you back to the base you were just at. It would take you to the original spawn location. A little strange, a little weird. Well, using the F3 key last episode, we figured out that on this particular compass in this particular world, approximately southeast of an angle is due north in this version. So we are going to head north as far as we need to come upon my northern base. I'm using the compass so that I do not have to use the F3 screen. I don't want to give away where this base is located. Now you're also going to notice it's nighttime. And I see a skeleton right over there, and he hasn't seen me yet. So I want to be very careful that I stay away from him. Alright, and I see more over there. This is not going to bode well. I am leaving at night. That is going to be tough. This is a world set to hard. Oh man, oh man. I see a spider there. I see more bad guys here. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. Come on. Come on, come on. There's a neat movie that my kids have watched and read the books of for an adventure, and it's The Hunger Games. And we really loved it. And there's that last scene in the first movie, if you've watched the movie, that has her fighting for her life against a bunch of other people. And that's exactly what it was. I mean, she had nothing, and she had to run and figure out where to go to stay safe. So that's what I'm hoping this series will provide a little bit of, because it won't simply be like, oh geez, we're going to watch you walk forever and a day or whatever to get to your base, because I am not fast forwarding time. I have not given myself any more food or health than what I was originally given, and it'll be just you and me and Minecraft and whatever else we can find out. Oh, somebody found a little cave. And really the true beauty of Minecraft. standard vanilla Minecraft. No texture packs, or what they're actually calling resource packs now. This is what the actual game looked like, when I first started playing this game. The Mojang crew have, of course, modified it a bit to make it better, in their opinion. But we are using only what they gave us. And here we are. Now, I am being chased, so I don't want to slow down just yet. We'll take a better look. Ooh, Mr. Green Dude. Mr. Green Dude is not good. So we're going to run maybe to the back entrance here. Hello, snowmen. Like I said, we will take a good look at this base once it's safe. But let's get into our safe area so that nobody can take pot shots at us. Nobody can kill us. Okay? All right. There we go. We are at my northern base. You'll also discover that wasn't a very long walk. So we have actually got some time. So maybe while it's still night and it looks like, the sun is just coming out. So we'll wait a little bit to let the monsters come out. This is the first time I've seen this base using fancy graphics, which is kind of wicked. You can see through some of the leaves. Some of them you can't because I actually have some extra stuff up there, like a second layer of leaves. So that's kind of cool too. But again, we're safe. It's a big house. I've got storage. I tossed an ender chest in here so that I had access to stuff from home. But again, I had to make this ender chest. I didn't bring it with me. The bed to reset my spawn. All right, let's take a look downstairs. Yeah, see, we got a friend out there. All right, here's the first floor here. Remember one of my other things, a self-sustaining supply of food. So for this base, I can create bread. I've got pumpkins to create more of the snowmen that you saw. Or I could even go nuts and see if I could make pumpkin pie. Okay. Did you also notice we can continue to go down? I also like to find neat placements for workbenches. I don't like them sitting out in the open like this pumpkin. Can I somehow build it in so it's kind of out of the way and yet immediately available for our use when needed? All right, so we continue to come down this little spiral staircase, and here is the full enchantment system. Okay, over here I'm hiding another workbench with an anvil and a hidden chest under here that I can store stuff that I'm working on with that anvil. Okay, we can go down further, but before we go down, I was toying around with snowmen, these little snow golems. I had seen them before. I had never made one. And since this biome tends to be more on the taiga side of things, I thought that they would fit in. My original plan, and if you can see here, I've got glass that's too high out here. My original plan was to make it only one high, so that these guys could actually throw snowballs at the bad guys. Well, it turns out that they need to throw an awful lot of snowballs in order to kill something as easy as a zombie, let's say. The other problem I had was that, only putting one layer of glass out there so they could throw their snowballs allowed the skeletons to shoot them. So really, it would take a good 8 or 9 snowballs minimally to kill a skeleton, whereas it would take a skeleton, 2 shots to kill one of them. So then I decided, okay, we're going to leave them in there just for show. So I added that second layer on top, okay, just to kind of make it look cool. You may have noticed over here before we head down, I've hidden another workbench, but here's water. And actually, this is a never-ending stream. So there's actually water under this bench, or this bottom stair, and under these two blocks of wood. Again, hidden away, out of the way, whenever I need water. If I come down to the next layer, you're going to see I've got sugarcane growing down here. Quite a lot of sugarcane. There's water that runs under these half slabs. Down at the end, another out-of-the-way piece. Here's a chest with two open blocks up here so that I can make my pumpkin pie like I mentioned earlier. Leftover paper from building all those bookcases that were needed for the enchantment room. And notice as my decorating scheme, I decided because this was a taiga, to use this dark wood, the spruce, to kind of ring around this room. We'll come down one more and look at the wheat. So we could very easily stay alive down here without ever having to venture outside. And again, more storage. Appropriate storage for storing away the wheat that we have harvested. Okay, come down another notch and you'll see the start of a branch mine, and you can see that I've gone quite a ways in on a few of these in order to get the resources that were necessary to get this base started. And then we continue down and you'll see the start of another run for mining. And then again, because you need to have diamonds to make a lot of the things you're going to need, especially the enchantment table, you come all the way down and this was the start of where I came to get my diamonds. We haven't been here in so long. Wow. This one, this base was actually made, I want to say before 1.5 came out, and something changed in 1.5 in something with the maps and how they were saved. But I remember losing. I know, it was some kind of a bug that kicked you out of the game, and you'd come back in and everything you had done was gone. And what was worse is that you had also lost all of the resources that you needed in order to rebuild what you had lost. So really, that really stunk. I think I remember there were parts of this base that I actually had to build like 3 times because I kept losing them. That added a chunk of extra challenge. And here we can see kind of out and some of the stuff that's outside. All right, we got some daylight. I think our sun is still pretty high. It's going down, but it's still pretty high. I decided to use these pumpkins, the jack-o'-lantern versions of the pumpkins, for lighting sources. So, I still have torches. Hello, Mr. Green Dude. I think it adds to the ability to see what we're seeing. As you can see here, this is where I had my cows, and I had quite a number of cows in here to get the leather needed to make all the books that the bookcases were used. I don't want to go all the way down or he's going to explode, so I'm just going to hop down here. You can kind of see here, because of the staircase, it doesn't snow right here, so I thought that was kind of funny. If I come up here, you can see a bit of that one garden, but you can also see on the outside how my little snowmen react. This ladder allows me to come down and stand on this glass so that I can take pot shots at some of the bad guys. I just kind of did that for fun. Then I came down here and I needed a tree farm. And this is, I want to say, the first time I came up with this fence system. It's too high and it's tailored so that there's a lip. So really each post, if you come down here, each post is 2 blocks high, and then using half slabs to ring around the outside, or in this case inside, in between, and half slabs on the inside, you create a lip, and the lip keeps the spiders away. The entrances have this little roof line that creates a similar lip so that the spiders can't come up and over that way to get you too. These were originally wooden doors that I replaced with the steel doors so that zombies couldn't break in. Okay, if I pop in, I'm using these as a neat way of allowing me to come along here, like push against this to take pot shots at the bad guys. What's really neat about this wall is that the bad guy could be out there, and like to take a skeleton, for example, he could be literally right there, and you could hit him with your hand. But because his eyes are right here, he won't shoot you. Now, if you jumped up, he would see you and he would shoot. Creepers, you got to be a little careful of, because really you're actually only 3 away, right? You got this one, you got this one, and you got the block that he's able to stand on. So I believe you're close enough so that he could actually start his sizzle. So you have to be a little careful there. And then here again, you can see this checkerboard pattern, which I was using for spruces. Spruce trees don't follow the same rules as the other trees, which is why you'll notice that these haven't grown. If these were oak trees, every one of these would have been grown, and it would have been solid wood. I did this on purpose. I knew this wasn't going to happen. But what's nice is I can come in here and I can take these trees down and not necessarily have to worry about replanting them, because these other ones will pop up almost instantly. I haven't been able to prove it, but I kind of think there's a piece in here that Minecraft watches how long a sapling has been here. So let's say it takes a full tree 5 Minecraft days to grow. Well, if this guy has been sitting here a while and he can't grow because this tree is here, once I take this tree out, it may only be an extra 1 day before he actually grows, you see? So that really helped too. All right, so I'm going to come out of here, and I do want to make sure that I close this guy. There we go. I had some other things going on here. I brought chickens over so that I actually had done it for 2 reasons. I wanted to see if I could possibly use them as another food source. But my real reason was I wanted their feathers. I wanted the feathers so that I could create arrows. So that's why I brought them in. You'll notice in here on the pen that I've purposely moved it away from the land that's at the same level by 1 block. And I did that for a couple of reasons. I didn't want other animals to be able to easily get in here, like sheep or even some of the bad mobs. I didn't want them in there. Our little green friend over there, I'm not exactly sure how he got up there, how he got in there, because the same thing was going on over there. I want to be careful because we're in nighttime now, and we will get attacked again if we're not careful. But, oh no, oh no, see here? Yeah, so because of this, yeah, that creeper could have spawned in over here and then, you know, boom, easily walked in here. That's probably how this little dude got in here. Okay, so that answers that one. Another place where I can hide a little workbench. You know, it looks pretty, plus it's right there when you need it. Well, this space has a little bit more to offer too. I want to see if I still have this. If I come here, the staircase, you'll notice there's a lever right here, and it says down means no night. Well, I actually have this thing turned off because I didn't, you know, when I'm not using the base, I don't want people to do this. But using the power that I have as an operator, I was able to use a control block. And it's actually, do you see this little wall in here? It's actually hiding over here. So if I come over here, and I believe it's 3 high, yeah, 3 wide and 3 high. So if I take these two out, it opens up into a little room. This was just a naturally occurring room that allowed me to create a clock, or not a clock, but a little mechanism to get this thing to operate. Oh yeah, here's the clock right here. And I don't know, what was I putting a clock in here for? Oh, I think it continually allows it to do it. Yeah, because yeah, that's what it is. And yeah, see, it's got the command for setting it to daytime. I thought I disconnected this, but maybe I didn't. Oh, you know what? I don't have this going. That's what it is. If I get this clock running and I set that lever down, this is an AND gate, which means that in order for this torch to light up, these two torches have to go out. Well, this torch leads on out to that lever. So once I push that lever down, this torch goes out. But then this torch is on. If this wasn't here and I just did that, so, you know, I'll turn it on and it's on, it'll hit the control block once, which means it'll get rid of the nighttime one time, and then it'll be done. But what's nice is that this clock continually runs and causes this to flicker on, off, on, off, on, off, which continually resets it so that you never have night. You see that? And then it just buries underground so that nobody can get in the way of it. Okay? Any bad guys want to visit? Good, 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 good. Nobody. All right. What else is there to show? There's one more thing I can remember that I was toying around with. Again, this is a taiga. A taiga is a snowy biome. So I got to thinking, what could I do? And you might have noticed shortly after we got here, we had to go over some ice. And that's when I decided, you know what? This natural cave, did you notice in the house when we had the branch mine, when you went all the way down to where diamonds were, I hadn't done much. Well, that's because I found this cave. And I just kind of decked it out to kind of look like an igloo. It kind of fit in to the globalness of this taiga. So you come in here, and then you have access to quite an extensive cave system. And I won't go all the way in, but somewhere, oh yeah, way down there. Way down there, you can see another little workbench. It drops down to, you know, lava level, and you know, I found a ton of really cool stuff. See here, there's another green friend down there. But there's a lot of area that I could even explore that, you know, notice there was areas of darkness down there that I haven't even gotten to getting to, because like I said, I found so much cool stuff down that way. And I want to come up this way. Yeah, see here, another little area that I could have explored. So it gives another reason to want to come back, because there's stuff you haven't seen yet, you see. And then again, I was toying around with the idea of this. These are blocks of snow that I created out of snowballs. But I wasn't sure what would happen when you placed a fire source next to the snow. I didn't want to take a chance that it was going to melt all of my snow away, because that would have royally stunk. So I decided not to do that as well. All right, we're looking at 25 minutes, and I believe that covers this entire base. I just want to kind of see if I can get up high so you can kind of see what this thing looks like. I wanted to go high, and here we go. It's kind of like a tree house, and it went kind of through an evolution. This area up here was the original house, and I actually had just pillars of the spruce that came straight down to a hill that was about the size of where you see this window here. And it was like on stilts. And then, the way you would get up is I actually had one staircase that kind of came out this way down to about where the corner of this tree garden is. And then when I decided I wanted to expand, I added the extra levels, and then I needed the trees. And I had a fairly flat area over here. I had to cut away a little bit of this hill. So the stairs needed to move. So I decided, you know what, we're going to make this thing accessible from two directions. So I've got a staircase on each side. And then you got all these great views, okay? Well, I want to end this episode, because this particular base isn't too far away, by going inside and grabbing a tidbit of food. We'll build up our hearts again. I'll get rid of these eggs I'm carrying. Actually, I don't know which direction I want to come back, so I'm going to close this. Yeah, I want to get rid of these. Let's see. No, we'll go all the way up. I was toying around with the look of the wood, and where I wanted to use glass, where I wanted to use log lumber versus cut lumber like these. All right, let's see. I also had created armor and tools, but I always leave them here. As soon as I get to a base, I then have the ability to get what I needed to survive. All right, what do we got to chew on here? How about some steak? Yeah, that'll be good. All right, so we're going to do this. We're at 27 minutes, and whoops. Boom. These I found all three of these in I believe two chests that were part of a hidden mine that I found down there. And this was right around the time that these were introduced. So I thought that was kind of a cool find. What else? You can see I found a good number of emeralds, because there are areas just off a little ways that are part of the Extreme Hills biome. And emeralds they're not naturally spawned way down underground. You don't have to go too far to get at them. So I thought that was kind of cool too. All right, I've got all my hearts back. I got a full hunger bar. We are totally empty except for our compass. And then before we head out, we'll just stand in here for a minute. So if you remember at the start of the episode, that was roughly north. So if we want to go back to the city, we need to get out of the house, and we need to find the opposite of that, which would be roughly that direction. Okay, so I'm coming down here, and I was back and forth. As you saw, it wasn't a very long walk to this base. And actually, I believe right over that hill, one of my other players built another base of their own, because they saw that I was living here. But they weren't following my little guidelines for what makes a true base. Here's that little piece of ice. But if we want to head back to this main city, we have to just reverse what our compass said and go in what appears to be a northwesterly direction, which in reality is south on the F3, which again I don't want to show you. So you can actually see, I think, or no, maybe not. I thought that was the outer wall, which meant we were really close. This was the first base I made, so it was before I had come upon the idea that I needed to go farther. I chose it because of the tundra. You know, I had come up with the idea that I wanted to explore something that I had never lived or attempted to survive in. And that's where I got that idea. Well, here's, oh, this is my, oh, no. Wrong direction. I need to go back this way. That is actually one of my other bases. And you just had a sneak peek at which one that one was. Look at that little house over there. It's kind of weird. We're at 30 minutes. We're close to the city. I know where it is. It's the other side of this other house that's up here too. Whoops, come on. Come on, get up there. I know we're a little past 30 minutes, but that is really strange. I wonder, hold on a second. We'll add a couple minutes to this episode. I want to see if I can get up into that house because it is so high. I wonder if you could see my base from up there. I don't know who made this one. And I don't remember it being here when I was here last. That house over there was built by another one of my users, and I remember helping him do a couple neat things to a branch mine that he was working on in his. All right, let's see what this is. This is not mine. I don't know who did this, but I wonder if he's got a way, or she, because I do have some girls too. Yeah, I don't know if he's got a way in or out. That's kind of interesting. I wonder if this is, it looks to be a kitchen. I wonder if that's like the fridge. I don't know. I want to see if there's a way to get up to the roof. I don't know. See, this has all the signs of being a complete base too. Okay, it doesn't. It does not. It does not have a way up. Alright, that's the wrong direction. I need to see over. Is it in this direction? Yeah. Alright, it's kind of hard to see. If you could actually see my base or not. I want to say it is over in that direction. No, okay, that's good. That's good. I don't want spies looking at what I'm doing. All right, we're just going to come back down and I'm going to run over to the other side of this house. And you can see some more interesting building ideas on what this guy decided to do. The way that this path seems to not be exactly natural. This wasn't because something blew up. It's just the neat way that the guy decided to create it. I think. Well, maybe not. Maybe something did get destroyed. Anyways, there's where we came from. I didn't know that other one was so close. Ooh, I see a green dude. I am going to go into sprint. I also see... Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh! Oh, my goodness. Whoa. What the heck? I am not wearing armor. And I am not dying from these explosions. I should have been dead. I should have been dead twice. Holy crud. Alright, that was a little weird. There's like I had mentioned earlier, they had tweaked the way a lot of the mobs work in the game. They did not tweak creepers. And yet I was literally point blank from the one and almost point blank from the other. And look at this. I didn't take any damage. I'm not wearing armor. There's something a little odd. I don't know. Well, we're at 35 minutes, and we actually were able to venture there, check it out, and come back. And like I said, weirdly, somebody must have been watching out for us or something. I'm not cheating. I'm not using something that would give me extra power or anything. The bubbles that you saw somewhere, thought I saw bubbles, are because of the beacon towers that I have. There's one of them right there. So it wasn't that either, but very strange. Okay, well, that was my northern base. Our next stop will be to check out what I did out south. Okay? Hope you enjoyed this first episode. I hope that this will be something you enjoy watching. And, my goal is to, show off the beauty of Minecraft and to show off, some of the ideas that I utilized in the bases that I created so that maybe you guys can get ideas of your own. Okay? All right, have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.